Hi, this is Devin Giddens. So for my final project, which I elected to do it in the format of a paper, um, and this may sound like a topic that is familiar because I chose to do it on George Whitefield. And at the time of choosing this topic, I really didn't know that week two in our discussion posting that we would be devoting as much time and energy to directly to that topic as we did. So the premise may sound pretty familiar already, but I decided to do my topic on George Whitefield, and very specifically, I elected to um, cover his influence on the growth of advertising and media for the purposes of evangelical preaching in the colonies and later the United States. And again, that actually ties pretty well into the articles that we read for week two and our discussion topic. So as I said, the format that I elected to do this in is a paper. The basic premise of my thesis argument is that I believe that he had a major influence in driving the use of mass media for the purposes of evangelical preaching and growing that in the colonies and into more of the hinterlands, wilderness areas, less populated areas that had beforehand received more sparse attention from more concentrated religious groups. And fundamentally, I had endeavored to maybe use a more wide variety of sources. I mainly sticked, however, to journal articles. I did use one book that I rented, but for the most part, I just basically used journal articles I found through JSTOR and from our Liberty University website. And so, it's sort of simply put the research methodology that I employed. And at this point, I am mostly done. I am just editing. However, before final paper is turned in on Sunday, I would love any feedback that anyone has to offer on the subject. As I said, I'm arguing that George Whitefield had a pretty large influence on driving further use of mass media, and had a huge influence in general on how the evolution of evangelical preaching in the United States. But especially differing opinions, that would be really interesting to hear out. Especially as we're on the cusp of turning in our paper, just to see what everyone else has to say, has to offer, so on and so forth. But yeah, I look forward to engaging everyone in a discussion. Thank you so much.